it's there's a song that I'm putting out in April, and it wasn't like trying to get too preachy about it, but it is starting to ask certain questions about why people love drill so much. Like the chorus is like is kind of like satirical. It's like America loves all this gangster shit, and it's supposed to put people in the sense that it why do they love it? You know, like what about all of this is that I'm starting to ask. I feel like it was a question I've been meaning to ask because I see how popular drill's become, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, it's a good time to ask it. Like start to play into it. Even the verses, I kind of start to like play into like people like.
But that's a good question. Like, and you saying you're gonna drop a song in April about this, but talk about it right now. Why do you think people are attracted to drill music?
It's entertainment for them. Seeing rappers go in and out of jail, seeing them face 30.
It really is.
And get off and beat the case. It's
bro,
all, it's like a TV show to them, bro. And they have no idea.
Look at fucking TMZ, bro. What are they putting out in any
media? Or the
media?
Shade Room or Academics,
the bullshit. Bro, fucking Charlemagne. Like, what is those guys entertaining?
I don't know.
Because that's what people trying to see.
Yeah, bro. And like, I'm gonna be real, bro. Don't believe the hype, bro. Like, people will RIP Pop Smoke until they blue in the face in some certain senses, bro. But same thing with Nipsey, certain things, but they don't want to admit that they're fascinated with rappers dying. Half of America didn't give a fuck about King Von before he passed, bro.
Bro, nobody gives a shit about anyone until they pass.
And even when they pass, they still like me, bro. I'd get out of this shit before I felt like somebody like I was gonna die, dog. At least try to, and I feel like it's one of those situations where it's just like these people do not really give a fuck. Your life is a fucking like it's a fucking game, bro. It's a video game, dog. Like, I forgot what I said in the song. I'd have to literally rap the whole song to remember it. But, like, it talked about, like, it was two sides to it. America loves all this gangster shit. It was the fan side about how fans, like, I think I said they want to see me in the box for the entertainment. Like, everybody say free you, but it's entertaining. They want to see you go to court.
Casanova tweeted not so long ago, everybody's screaming free me. Everybody's screaming free me. He's been in jail for I don't know how long. He said he has received no visits, and he's just an hour from New York.
Entertainment, bro.
Everybody's screaming free you, bro. Why the fuck can't you just come
I
me?
remember I got locked up in Miami, and there was a person I at the time, you know, I thought was cool with. When I got locked up, you would think bro would have got me bonded out or anything, right? You know what he did? Like go around campus. Pretty much going around bitches, yo, bro, Andrew got locked, like it was a thing to like get bitches, bro. Like when I got out, I literally almost strangled him, bro, because it was like, bro, I was sitting inside, you know what I mean? Like you could have been doing shit to try to get me out, all of this shit, and like you out here going around telling people my business. You feel me? I didn't even want people to know that at the time. Like I didn't even start talking about even me being locked up until like a couple years after it happened. I don't know what I was proud of. You feel me? And like you going around telling bitches that shit, like. You the one getting locked up, like yeah, Andrew and that was one of the, and now as a rapper,
pillow talking.
I see this shit every day. I see people going in and out, getting locked up, serving time, this and that, and I genuinely, people are fascinated with it, bro. They love it. That's the thing. Nobody wants to admit it, but they love it. They love seeing us die. They love seeing us die. They love seeing us getting locked up, and that's one of the things I want to like kind of talk about on this song. It's called American Gangster Story. It's like it just highlights that. You know, and then on top of it, while all that's happening, then you got the feds who like are literally just sitting there like trying to indict you on lyrics, trying to indict you on stuff, trying to get you to, you know what I mean? Like
there's a guy that's blowing up on YouTube right now, and it's in I don't know if he's a lawyer or he's like studying in riots or some shit, but he's just reacting to drill music.
Yeah.
And he's saying how ridiculous it is. It's like rappers are just telling on themselves. Like he's listening to this and it's like,
especially
I'm not. He even says it like, okay, I'm not gonna go anything to this guy, but if someone wanted to, this man would be in jail. He's snitching like But at the end of the day, you can't. It's now in rap you can't do this because a lot of rappers.
Isn't it art?
Are entertainers.
Yeah, isn't it art? If Da Vinci paints a painting of a woman getting killed, does Da Vinci go to jail?
Exactly.
That's the problem with rap, bro.
Exactly. And it's like, no, not to diss any rappers, but like, guess why so many rappers are in movies and are actors without even having acting classes? Rappers are naturally, and you're a rapper, and I'm sure you can't even say it to yourself. There's some shit you've said in music that are for entertaining purpose.
100%.
Exactly, because it's an entertainment business.
Yes, 100%.
And I feel like people follow their favorite rapper. One of the biggest like comparison you can see, or like parody of this you can see. You ever watch the Boondocks?
Yes.
Riley, how he was dick riding Gangstalicious. Because he's like, oh, he's such a gangster. Bro, he's a rapper, bro. It's an entertainer, bro, man. It's not a fucking...
Hey, even that whole, that whole situation is in itself crazy, is wild too, because Gangstalicious was a homo. He was a homo thug. Like, which, in rap, bro... Like, yo, it's dog. The rap shit is weird, bro. That's all.
It is.
Like, it's a weird industry, bro. A lot of these gangster rappers is weird, like, you know.
Gangster rappers.
Yeah, bro. You know, and like to me, I feel like the gangster, like, it's funny. I always tell my wife this. I feel like what makes me feel like a gangster is not necessarily the same things that other people make feel like a gangster. What makes me feel like a gangster is being able to talk to people and tell them, bro, this street shit is not what it is. This shit is not fun. This shit is not like...
Because you actually lived it, and you can actually... Like, it's like...
I really don't try to glorify
Let's say a rich person is going to come and tell you, oh, money and shit. A super beautiful person will come and tell you beauty is not everything. It's like when you lived it and went through it, you can see this like, bro, like when you're not even in that environment, why are you trying to be like this?
Exactly.
There's nothing good coming out of this.
Exactly. Yo. I don't know, bro. I feel like what people see as gangster nowadays is mad confusing, bro. Like, you don't really, like, I think it's gangster that I'm married. I think it's gangster that I take care of my daughter. I think it's gangster that I take care of my family. I think it's gangster that I put opportunities onto my friends. I think it's gangster that if I really believe in people, I don't give a fuck if I'm eating off, I will make sure you good. Like, I think that's just gangster. I was raised a certain way, even just outside of my home, even just the niggas I grew up with, like, even the type of crip niggas I grew up with. I just feel like niggas just moved a certain way. And I grew up to start to see things just change. I see things like people like Tekashi running around and shit like that just confuses me. And what confuses me even more is just like people's support of it and just like what they determine to be.
Because it's entertaining.
Exactly, bro. And they don't understand what it's doing. But like, it's not even to say like, yeah, yo, people should be out here like, as I said, these are the things that to me is just gangster. I thought it was really dope. I like when I see rappers start foundations. I think that's gangster. I like to see rappers do stuff in their neighborhoods. I like to see rappers do certain stuff. I think that's gangster. I think all of the stuff where it's like people be calling these people gangsters and they a boss and they go and all this stuff, and these people ain't even taking care of their families. These people ain't even taking care of their woman. These people are not even taking care of their kids. And like, yeah, we're gonna glorify them and boost them up to be something. It's just like, nah, like that shit is corny and right. I feel like there's people that have something. I'm from the Jay-Z school of thought. You know, I'm from Brooklyn, so I feel like
shout out HOV, man.
You know what I mean?
One of my favorite rappers.
I think just how Hov has handled himself is how, like, it's not even something that I emulate. It's just natural. I genuinely see how I get it. You know what I mean? Like, 100%. We were talking
earlier about like what attracts people to gangsters.
Yeah.
And not even in rap, bro. People have always been fascinated by gangsters.
Oh, yeah.
Said, bro, since I'm a kid, I'm obsessed with gangsters.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, if I really go back to the core, is that these people will have the balls to say, fuck the system.
Yeah, but that's the part of it that confuses me as to why, like, I don't know. Yeah, no, 100%. Like, that's why even in the American Gangster Story song, it also plays into the fact of, like, I spoke, like, in the second verse, I talked about how, like, even the feds, bro, the feds don't necessarily, like, ping you early on. They wait until you're a fat fish. They feed you almost until they could take you down. And I feel like situations like that, it's still like this fascination with gangster shit. Even the feds love that shit. Even the federal government, all these people, the bureaus, all the agencies that they create to take it down, they love it. It keeps them employed.
Well, I knew a girl that's like her dad was a police officer.
Yeah.
And he had a whole collection of all the gangster movies. was obsessed with gangsters.
Yeah, bro.
He's a cop.
He's a cop. He probably got into it because of that. Because of how does he just wants to play his role in it. You know what I mean?
But it's this whole environment.
It's this whole fascination to me of just like people people love that shit, bro. Like we were watching, me and my wife were watching something, and we noticed on Netflix, there's always a ton of murder documentaries. I always make jokes with her about it because she always be like, yo, you want to watch this documentary about like this girl that like they found her in a water tower or something? I was just like, why? How are there this many fucking documentaries about death, right? And then we made a joke. She said it. She was like, America loves all that gangster shit. And I was like, there it is. You're right. You're absolutely right. They love this shit. They love this shit. Even we sat there and watched this whole thing. Even episode after episode. It's like 3 a.m. I'm just sitting there like, yo, how am I still watching? I'm rolling up. I'm like, did they find her? Did they find her? They didn't find her? Where this girl at? And then they found her. Then now it's like 4 a.m. I'm still sitting there smoking now. Watching this shit. It was this one, some girl from Canada. She went to LA. I don't know if it's called a Hotel LA or some shit. She's a girl from Canada, goes to LA, and then she just disappears, bro. And they find her body in a water tower. And like, bro, it's like a 4 or 5 episode series, and I watched that shit through. We watched it, and it's funny. You gotta ask yourself why, you know? Like, why is it that we like this? Like, bro, I love watching Narcos, bro. I am obsessed with watching Narcos, bro. It's just like But the real thing is, I'm honest. I could honestly say I'm in love with gangster movies. I could honestly say, with gangster movies. You know what I mean? I love these things. What I know for a fact is that people can't admit that they enjoy watching rappers die. Nobody likes to say that. It's different.
I mean, even myself, let's say, it's not gonna be like, oh yes, he's dead. But you want it or not, subconsciously, it gives out a little dopamine. It's like, oh shit, that's not usual.
Yeah.
It's something that breaks your routine.
Bro.